real shit. Dreadlocks.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Coach Riggs, man, and the one and only Bishop Franks. And this is Coach to Coach, man, where we discuss all type of topics, man, on Sundays, man. We're going to try to switch it up and have Sunday conversations. But at the same point in time, man, we're going to read some emails, man, but we're going to always talk football. Always talk football. Other than that, like and subscribe to the channel, man. Ring the bell so you won't miss any content, man, that we got going forward. What's going on, Bishop? How's everything?
I mean,
You stupid, man. You stupid. You stupid. What's up?
man,
What's up, Jason?
I'm worse than I'm worse than the kids about to start tomorrow. I'm this itching.
Hey, man, look. We're gonna get to the emails, but I thought that it would be best to read some emails, but at the same point in time, man, talk football and talk some things, man. That's been going on.
Make sure we mix them in.
I wanna thank everyone, man, for popping in last Wednesday, man, to watch the podcast with Tony George. I never knew, man, between social media, between my emails, between Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, I am still getting questions from that damn podcast. I'm still getting questions, man, which is a good thing, man, because a lot of people, man, that have type 1 and type 2 diabetes, man, they have been on that podcast asking, can they share their story with Tony? Can Tony reach out to them? Because having to know that someone has done that and conquered it and everything, not saying that he's conquered it and that it's over with, he still deals with it, he says, but it's more manageable now that him and his wife and everything. When I say we family, we family. And like I said, me and Jason talk all the time, me and you talk all the time, me and TV talk. Like Dwayne, he said he's sick right now. Hey, Dwayne, man, get well. I know you're watching the podcast, man. I knew if you could be here, you would be here. But that's how we do it, man. But to those people who think that we don't get along, it really don't matter to me. You know, that's your own little thing, and you can have at it. But you know, these are my boys, and man, and we all rock together, and we all care about one another. So,
facts.
Anyway, man, I've been up here, man, watching. You know, big wrestling fan. I've been up here watching wrestling all day.
Okay, SummerSlam.
Man, look, I'm a big fan, man. But at the same point in time, man, I just like to be entertained, and that's when football comes in. I love to be entertained, man. I was watching some film just like you was. I was checking back over some games, watching the Ole Miss game with Oklahoma, and I think Jason hit it on the head, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different offensive scheme for Ole Miss this year. I watched that game. Lane Kiffin called plays 6 or 7 seconds before the play clock expired.
Correct.
So, are they going to have that same type of strategy? And is BV going to be prepared for that? Because BV saw it last year, that they waited till the 6 or 7 seconds left on the clock before they called that play in and got everybody in motion. Do you think this year they're going to be a problem with this defense coming back?
No. Truthfully, once you put it on tape, it's up on the opponents to make sure they made that adjustment going into the new year. Well, go ahead.
No. I was like, that's what my thought was. But this defense is already good, and the more they play and the more snaps they get, they're just going to be more dangerous. And I don't know why people. It's bothering me, man, that people still feel like this team is going to be a 7-5 team, man. I just don't get that. I'm trying to find, what have you watched? What have you seen? What have you read that's going to make you think this defense is going to fall off to the point to where they go 7-5?
Let me explain to you. I'm so glad they're doing that, because phone booth mentality is this year's theme.
Yeah.
Do we like to taste the blood, and can we deliver back that same blow that we took? That is going to be the thing for 2026. Those who can answer that and love to be in that will be at the end in the national championship game. Period.
Well,
Point blank.
that's what it is. Everybody talked a lot of shit last year until they got punched in the
Yep.
mouth.
Yep.
And Oklahoma did a lot of punching. I mean, to lead the SEC, let's just let's just think about that. They led the SEC in defense. This team that came through their this is gonna be their second year in. Or is it the third year?
Third.
Third. This is gonna be their third year. My bad. The third year
Mm.
in. Year two, they had the number one defense. Year three, you think you're gonna fall off and let Texas and Georgia and all these other teams just dominate them and dictate what goes on and just push it around? You're not going. I've never seen a Brent Venables defense get pushed around. Now you might catch them here or there, but you're not going to do it the whole damn game.
Yeah.
But
Coach Rick, the truth on the matter is that at this point, see, it's easily to go off the last time we seen this team, but that was team 131. 132 has the ability to start afresh. And if I remember correctly, I don't think we lost much on the defense or offensive side.
What do you feel? Okay. Even if we did lose some guys and everything, and of course, man, we lost some great guys, man, in the clinches and everything, man.
Oh, yeah.
We lost G baby, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Lost G baby. We lost Williams and everything. Who else we lose and everything? We lost and everything.
R. Mason Thomas.
R. Mason Thomas, Robert Spears Jennings and everything. We lost him, but
Yeah.
of those things and those guys that we lost, can you really say there's a significant drop off from that? And let me just do it like this:
Go ahead.
lost R. Mason,
Right.
replacing him with Wine.
Why?
Fall off.
Nope.
Robert Spears Jennings, lost him. Boogeyman.
The boogeyman's time.
Drop
Nope.
off. Drop off.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Lost G baby. You're getting Jackson back now, healthy.
Yeah.
Drop off.
No.
So I'm trying to. Oh, my bad. Marvin. Is it Marvin Jones?
Yeah.
Lost
Marvin Jones
Marvin
Jr.
Jones and everything, and now and everything, man. You're gonna get either Daniel Collier
PJ.
or PJ Audibare.
Give
drop off.
oof. Man,
So
I'm telling you.
this is why my thinking is, what do people do? They just say, okay, they lost that, but they don't try to plug in someone to say that's the replacement. Are they just skipping the plug in and just saying this is the guy that they lost and these are the guys that they lost?
No, but you know what? I'm so glad you asked this because I want to remind everybody. In the first part of the last season, BV Coach Venables introduced the 24 to 33 rotation. Now we're seeing the benefits of that. Because he did that, those kids that got plenty of action, there's no drop off.
Well, BV always does that. There isn't, and that's the one thing that I think that Mike Stoops did bad when he was here.
Right.
He would play guys, and his motto was, "You earned all the reps. You're gonna stay in there." But guys get tired. You have to cycle in guys, and cause why would you let talent sit on the sideline, or should I say, why would you punish someone and let them sit on the sideline when they have the same level of intensity that the guy that's out there? When that guy gets tired, plug his ass in. So when that guy does leave here in 2 or 3 years, you still got somebody that can replace him at that same level. I never understood why coaches say.
Right.
I never liked that. Well, you are a senior, you've earned the right. I don't give a damn if you're a senior, sophomore, junior, or freshman. If you can come in here and affect change and make things happen on the defensive side or offensive side, guess what? You playing.
Well, see, you got to understand though. BB uh, perfected it though, because the simple fact is, because he did that, we have an elite defense, and those that's coming behind them are just as hungry as those that were for last year, like Wines and them. You think about it. If our Mason time goes down in Tennessee, everybody thought we about to have a drop off. There
Yeah.
was no drop off because he was ready for his moment, because he was constantly getting play and was making plays.
Some guys, Bishop, are just good. Some guys are
Yeah.
just good. You cannot sit here and tell me that PJ Audibare is not good. He could have played last year, but there was R. Mason Thomas and Taylor Wine, and on the ends, but he still got in and he still did his thing. But I'm just saying, the level of intensity is there. They can go three deep if they want to, sometime four,
Yeah.
and not drop off. That's why I don't understand why. And I love this student in Texas. He says I could give a rat's ass what SEC fans think about Oklahoma. They are going to force us to prove it each year before they give us any respect. Okay, line them up and let's play. Hey, Smith Jackson,
Hey,
I
I
like that.
love it. The Sooner in Texas is that's that phone booth
Hey,
mentality. I don't care. I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'm
Now,
like I'm
let's
like
go.
Mike. I'm like Mike Tyson. Everybody talks shit until they get punched in the mouth.
Facts.
Everybody talks noise till they get
Facts.
punched in the mouth. Once you get punched in the mouth, how many times can you take it? Now, normally some teams drop off first, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, they get tired. Oklahoma cycle guys in so much, they never get tired. It's always full throttle, 100% every single quarter. There isn't no fall off. So
Right.
to sit here and say that these gentlemen that's coming back right now don't have the intensity that last year's team had is crazy.
Right.
So
In fact, let me share something. Once you've been to the playoffs, those kids that are coming back, do you know how big of an itch it is to not miss their opportunity and their window
man,
to reach that again? They're gonna go just as hard because they got proof that we pressed through and we didn't even have our best on our offense. Could you imagine having a comparable offense to match our defense?
it still bothers me, Bishop, because
God, go ahead.
Georgia returns 14 starters, 6 on offense, 8 on
Right,
defense.
right.
Oklahoma returns 14, 6 on offense, 8 on defense. But Georgia gets that love, which they're supposed to because they're a two-time SEC champion. I get that. I get that. There's going to come a time when you're going to have to start putting Oklahoma up there. After they keep doing it year after year after year after year, you're going to have to eventually put them up there.
And Coach Ricks, all due respect, great. I want to make my everybody else put us up there. I don't want us to put us up there. Let's just documentation be conversation. Let's go do it, put it, and make sure that they have no place to run, and that in the phone booth there's no way to run. I
And
either gonna uh, bully up or get step out of the phone booth. What's
hey,
the choice?
Bishop, I've been on this thing all day. Wherever we went to the store, Amy's like, "Babe, you gotta stop watching video." No, no, because I had a buddy of mine, man. We've been going at it for 3 or 4 days. He is a Michigan fan, and he been running his yap all week. And yes, Chris, I'm calling you out. You've been running your mouth every time we go out to eat. Elliot, our waiter, he's from Michigan. He talks shit. He's like, "Go blue." Okay, okay, okay. When that game's over, I'm gonna call Go Blue. All right, I'm gonna call Go Blue. I'm looking for Oklahoma this year, man, to punish teams this year because the level of disrespect is getting crazy. I can see Oklahoma 9-3 to the at least 9-3, 7-5. Come on, man.
I'll take the over.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna get some of the email
But we'll
because
table it. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll put a pin in that. But let's just say, uh, I'd rather do our talking on the field. Let the young man. Uh, we'll go 1-0 each and every week, and by the end of the season, we'll see what the narrative be seeing.
This
So
is
we're
what's
good.
happening. This is what's happening. A lot of these fans are getting their teams ass in some trouble that they can't get out of. Because yes, you can talk noise. Yes, you can say all these things all you want to. But when that ref puts that damn ball down and they go in that 3 point stands and they go into them delay blitzing and combo blitzing and you don't know where that blitz is coming from, just think back. All these fans talking all this shit. It took me a while to learn football. Really, really learn football. The X's and O's,
Right. I know what you're saying.
the techniques, the way the lines should shift. If
Sweet
I'm gonna
gun, you're
if
right.
if I'm gonna run a counter, the way the guard is supposed to chop down or chop block and everything. It took me a while to really break down footage and everything because I had a coach that was like, "What do you see?" I tell him what I saw. He was like, "What do you see?" And it took me a few times to start looking at it the whole picture versus just one or two guys. And I'm noticing, man, out of a lot of film from last year, man, and people might not want to hear this. I'm going to say it. A lot of the problems last year wasn't the offensive line. A lot of times, John Material was jumping out of the pocket, out of a clean pocket,
Yeah.
and that hurts my heart. That hurts my heart to say that because I'm an ex quarterback. He jumped out of the pocket a lot of times when there was a clean pocket,
Yeah.
and when you jump out of the pocket, the one thing the offensive line does not know is where your ass is going to go. And if they don't know where you're going to go, and then the defensive line starts to shift, and then they try to shift, but they're out of position, and then they start to hold. That's where you're holding and all this. Because stay your ass in the pocket. I tell my quarterback two things: you can shift up or shift back. Don't just leave and run just because your ass is scared. Now, if your ass is scared, let me know. You won't be in the ball game. So I think a lot of times, man, I think John Material was scared a little bit and everything, man, because he didn't think the offensive line or he saw something and he just panicked and then he just, oh shit, let me get out of here. So
Right.
that's just my thought and everything, man.
Yeah.
Somebody Sergio said he
Nigel
didn't get a
Smith
lot
is
of
gonna
reps.
be
Oh
he's
yeah.
gonna be a problem.
Yes.
Trent Wilson's gonna be a problem. Bishop Thomas is gonna be a problem.
Well, Sergio
Along with
said 10-2.
hey, I hear you English. I got you
Oh,
for
hey,
sure.
Jesse said, what did you guys think of Landon's takes on 4J and Harris should switch positions? Ah, I don't know,
Okay.
man. Go ahead.
No. I'll go after you.
I don't think so, man. I think that 4J and everything, man, that's a hard thing to do, man. It depends on how. I haven't seen him play in a different position, so I really can't speak on that. Uh, Offensive line play. I'm good at reading it. I'm good at assessing it, but telling you what guys are good at, I don't know if a guy that's played left guard or left tackle would switch to the opposite side. Now you have the best offensive line coach in the nation and everything who might teach you different techniques. My thing is the technique I know is different because now your first step and everything is back with your right foot versus back with your left foot.
Your left foot,
I
yeah.
know, I know that that's the switch, but other than that, Bishop, I really don't know.
Well,
Jesse, I'm
see,
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know.
I know a little bit about this. It can be done. The key is, and I'm thankful for this question, is will they be able to be in sync and make sure they get each other's back? And if it does, then absolutely make that change. But once again, we want continuity. With the offensive line, you want them to become one. When we were a Joe Moore award winning offensive line, each of them knew what if something breaks down, how would they would block it and assist, so that way nobody gets through. And that's what type of communication you want to have on your O line.
Boy, you guys are very engaged in this offensive line and 4J and
I
Harris.
love
And
it. I
hey,
love
man.
it. Benji.
Well, look, he said, why is everybody thinking that Oklahoma is losing to Florida? What the fuck is so special about the look? A different coach, a different staff,
Soon as for
a,
lights.
a different strategy, also a different scheme. The one thing, man, that bothers me about that is this:
Yeah.
it gives Florida. That game's November 8th, I believe, if my memory serves me correct.
Yeah.
You're looking at a team that has played 7 or 8 games by then.
Yeah.
That camaraderie and everything is probably gelling. That the timing is probably down. You're finally getting a running game. You're finally getting your offensive line schemes and everything in place. Anything can happen. But one thing that I do know, pressure breaks pipes. And there's one thing that you can't replicate from Brent Venables is where the pressure is going to come from. You might have on footage. Oh well, he loves to come from this side. That's where Michael Boganowski come from that side and knock your ass out. So it's going to be a good game plan. But BV is very good against first year quarterbacks.
Right.
Now,
I
Florida,
totally agree. More than that is that what the key this year would be is that we're going to actually have the potential, until they prove it on the field, have the potential to have a running game that coincides with that type of defense. It allows us to be balanced, you guys. For the I think sometimes we take for granted, and we were real good at offense. We just assumed that it was going to carry over, but we realize now that um, it doesn't, and that it's important that you pay attention to every aspect of the O line. So, and then to the offense. And I think the O line being solidified along with uh, D. McCullough, Coach D. McCullough, having our running back room ready to press the hole and hit trap drawers. Man,
Bishop, just say it. I'm gonna say it. F
go
that.
ahead.
F that. We only had 2 backs last year. One of our back, and we had a third one, but he was handicapped. I don't want to hear that. We had 2 backs last year. We got 5 backs this year. 5 backs.
Well, then say with your chest. That's what I
Ain't
love.
hold on. Ain't nobody Ain't nobody want to set out. Ain't nobody want to transfer. Ain't nobody feel like my boo boo hurt and I don't want to get out there and play. Ain't nobody saying, well, coach, I'm thinking about transferring out this year. I want to save myself. Ain't nobody saying that. We got 5 backs that want to get in the damn game and ball out.
Facts.
I love Barnes, but once you decide to check out because you're going somewhere else, hey, I'm not mad at you. But it just shows me and everything, man, that character isn't in everybody. I'm not gonna sit on the sideline. Even if I know I'm going somewhere, I'm not gonna sit on the sideline. I want to show the consumer that I might be going to what I got. That's just me. But he sit on the sideline and said, I don't want to play. And then uh Blaylock, a freshman, balling out, hurt, still want to get out there and play. You got X
Yeah, we
Rob,
do.
he out there hurt, playing with a brace on. He want to play. But then you got guys on the sideline like Ott and everybody, they don't want to play. Now, Ott might be, I shouldn't have said Ott, because there might have been something in place to where I don't know about that. Because from what I've seen at the Senior Bowl and what's been going on since he's been in the NFL and everything, man, I really don't know what took place last year about that.
That was cray.
All I know, he got free money. He got free money.
Ooh-wee. All right.
So, Anyway, let's get some of these
Yeah,
questions, man. I'm gonna get back on here, man, because we got a few today. I'm gonna type this code in and let's get on here to see what we got right now. The first question is from Emily Jones. She said, "Hey, Coach, I enjoyed last week's podcast with Tony George. Well, excuse me, with Mr. Tony George. Are you going to start doing more interviews like that, or was that a one and done? Even though this is a sports podcast, I thought that was pretty awesome. Keep up the great work." Hey, I appreciate that, Emily. I appreciate that.
appreciate. Yeah,
Uh, Tony decided. Tony decided after doing that that he'll be back
good.
when we do the Florida versus Oklahoma
Oh,
game.
that's gonna be
He's gonna
awesome.
come on and he's gonna we're gonna break it down. I also got a special guest. I'm gonna have two Florida Gators, Keontae Johnson, and I'm gonna have Tony George, and then I'm gonna try to reach out and get two Oklahoma players, and we're gonna try to do the podcast and try to dissect this game and see who's gonna win that ball game. So I'm gonna reach out to some guys and everything, man, and see if I can get some former OU players on the podcast, man, so we can watch or assess that game and predict who's gonna win that ball game. So stay tuned for that. But thank you, man, for the email. That was a good interview, man. Like I said, to have his mom and dad and the family on the show, man, that was pretty awesome. I think the interview is going well. I think people are still watching that interview on my TikTok and Instagram, and it's also on YouTube. You guys go and check that out if you haven't seen it. Last Wednesday, we had Tony George, ex NFL
Yeah,
player, on the podcast. Please go check that out if you have not. And if you do,
and
man,
I
like,
was. Hey,
go ahead.
I appreciated that everybody. It came through with flying colors. God got his shine for sure,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse, keep them coming in, man. I'll always throw them questions up there, man. Like I said, I'm trying to read through all this, man, because you
What
guys
up? What up?
are like light speed. I'm trying to catch up, but I can't. You guys is crazy. The next question is, what's up, Coach and Bishop? I hope all is well. I would like to ask you guys a question. Why is Oklahoma still not getting any love when they are returning 80% of their offense? And most of that is from their offensive line. They are returning all five. Are they not looking at the defense they have? We was just talking about that. I think they
Yeah.
have amnesia. I think they think that it's season to season. I don't think they understand that Oklahoma is a juggernaut. And I think people are still trying to think this team is a Lincoln Riley football team. And
And
I just don't know why, man. They are physical as hell. They led the NCAA in tackles for loss. Tackles for loss. Number one defense in the SEC. I just don't. Jay Bishop, I just don't know, man. I'm trying to
I,
find the diagram
uh,
or the formula that they're using to predict this 7-5.
oh,
I'm just trying. I'm just
well,
trying to
now
figure it out.
75. Yeah, I know what it is. Haterade.
Because
That's all it is.
someone said
Because
it.
check
Someone,
this out.
yes,
It's
go ahead.
based off of Mateer. Mateer, and then us not for whatever reason our offensive course is not choosing to utilize that running game that seemed to be there, but they didn't trust it. So that's what's going into that. But to be real honest, that's last year. This year, you made the playoffs by no running game and a defense leading you into the playoffs. What can we do when we're balanced?
I'm gonna steal something from Shannon Sharp. He
Go
said
ahead.
he said that he said this about about LeBron James. I'm gonna say about Oklahoma. Last year, Oklahoma offensive line had a shoestring, bubble gum wrap, a whistle, a squeegee, and a mop, and they still won 10 games. Still won 10 games. So out of all that thing, man, they had the worst production they've ever had. 102 in rushing. They were 102nd in rushing out of
Right,
133 teams,
right,
and
right.
they still won 10 damn games. That's crazy as hell to sit there and have that type of stat and you still won 10 games. And you was up on the 11th game, 17 points, and you just gave that damn game away. I don't know what that.
Oh, ooh,
That
ooh.
damn game still bothers me. That damn
Uh,
game still bothers me.
that's why I'm so glad tomorrow's coming. They'll start practice because the quicker we start practice, the closer we're going to be inching to that first game. Because do you realize that I'm thankful though in that first quarter we caught a glimpse as if Oklahoma trusts what they have and mix it the right way, we're dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are taking us for granted. Please do.
This is
Because
a good.
understand, we coming. And we believe in the phone booth mentality. Come on. Come join us.
Hey, Sigo, all English said new coaches in the SEC and the first year coaches go 8-5, 6-6
Six. Yeah,
on average.
right.
Sark went 5-7. And see, that's what bothers me. People don't talk about that. People don't talk about the first year and second year coaches. They don't do well, man, because they're trying to change a whole. And I don't know why Sark didn't have hubcaps and donuts.
No,
He had
no, no.
Tom Herman left him everything. Tom Herman left him everything. He had everything. He didn't take anything but his damn scrapbook. He left everybody else there. And he left him with a seasoned quarterback too. So this is what I'm trying to say, man. What is people talking about, man? Texas gets all this love because it's just Texas. I get that. I get that. Texas get all this love because they flashy. They have them. They make the most money in revenue in college and everything. I get all of that. But sometimes, man, you still got to get on that field and perform. I think that you didn't have a coach that didn't coach for 5 years who was an analyst at Georgia. Yes, he was an analyst. He's a great defensive coordinator, but you haven't called plays in 5 years. How do you think you're going to come back in and just drastically pick up where you left off? You just can't, dog. There's that old saying. There's levels to this shit, and you can't skip and the process. You can't skip it. It's just the way it goes. There's going to be learning curves for all these new coaches. Kentucky, great offensive mind, great coach. He's going to have problems too. It's just different. Coaching and playing at Oregon is different than coaching and playing at Kentucky. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Those holes that you hit when you was in the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, you won't be hitting them in the SEC. I'm telling you that right now, dog. It's just a different level. That's all it is. Not saying that you guys are not good. I'm just saying that there's a different level from going from the Pac-10 to the SEC, even from the Big 12 to the SEC. There was a learning curve. Physicality. You think you're physical until you get punched every single week. Like that man said, there are no layoff days. There aren't no Mountain West teams like Colorado State. You don't have those no more. I mean, even Mississippi State can get your ass. Texas A&M can get your ass. Texas can get your ass. Oklahoma can get your ass. Vandy can get your ass. If you don't, I mean, so I'm just saying, all these teams in the SEC, man. But I'm hoping that this year, man, I want to see how good Indiana does. Their coach is talking a lot of shit, and you don't have super seniors no more. I want to see how you do with freshmen, sophomore, and juniors, and how you keep this thing going. That's what I want to see.
All I got to say to Coach Stinnetti will be your Huckleberry. Keep that same energy.
Yeah.
Keep
No,
that same energy.
the tight end room is gonna be all right. I'm not even worried about
Oh
that.
no. Oh no, we're
Tight
gonna
end
be
room. Yeah. Go ahead.
vastly different from last year. It's gonna be yeah, we're gonna appreciate having our tight end room we got.
There you go, right there, Bishop. Yes, but first year coaches struggle because schemes are not easy to master. I
Master.
see Florida 7-5. Now look, me and Tony talked offline, and he's and I don't want to give his prediction until that day, when he comes on when Florida plays Oklahoma, he has his he has his observations and everything about the new coaching staff because it's going to take time to implement what you want. We can sit here and talk all day about practice, 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 yada 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 yada. You got to do it on the field. Game, play, and practice, two different damn things. So that's my take on that. Anyway, back to this letter. Damn it, I'm locked out. All right. Next question is okay. What's going on, guys? My question for you is whether the offensive line. Hold on. He's whether offensive line. Uh, he butchered this. What's going on, guys? My question for you is whether offensive line, especially. I'm gonna try to cipher through this. Hold on. What's going on, guys? My question for you is whether. Okay. What's
Whether or
going on,
not
guys? I'm do it like this. What's going on, guys? My question is: do you think the offensive line is good enough to
we get
protect
go.
Mateer against elite SEC defenses? It's,
Emphatically, absolute yes. They're not freshmen, sophomores, and a redshirt freshman.
you would think they'd
We
be better, right?
damn, and put it like this: we had some of my players that were hurt that are now in the mix. We're actually deeper than we
Benji,
were last year.
Benji, I don't know what you've been smoking. I don't know what you be smoking, but whatever it is, I want some.
Good, 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 good.
Whatever
good.
it is, because for some reason, Stark, Stark,
Oh,
Stark always chokes on a game that he don't need to be choking on.
ooh, Benji, ooh, oh, y- but it's funny you could clip stuff nowadays, huh? They got a little something called clippy
But they,
clip.
but Bishop, they do it every year. They always put Texas up there. Oh,
I
Texas
know,
gonna win it all. Okay, okay. When they don't put Texas up there, that's when they ball out. They put them up there, they always lay an egg.
but
Um,
I bet you, hey, I like your heart, but remember, the Cotton Bowl is coming back, and ain't no ifs. We got unfinished business this year. Period.
man, I just don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak on that game, man. And until we score a touchdown and start dominating that game like we used to, I don't know, man. I don't want to speak on it because it pisses me off, man. When you look at video and footages and you see open holes and you see receivers running wide open and you can't get the ball to them because you're looking down versus looking up. And when I mean looking down is you're looking down at your offensive line versus looking up at the field.
Yeah, keep your you got to be disciplined and keep your eyes down the field. And it's that adage of trusting where the line's going to be and keep your eyes downfield. And the difference is though is I want people to understand another year of experience for our O line, and plus those injured pieces are now back fully healthy and a full off season and summer. It's going to be different. The key is will Coach Wilson and Buckle work in tangent.
Yes.
That's the key. So
Well, they'll. I mean, look, man. There's there's going to be. I don't never say fall off. I always say there's going to be an adjustment
right, right.
that needs to be made whenever you go from better to good and from good to great. I think Oklahoma was better last year. I think they'll be good this year. And as the season goes along, they'll get better and they'll become great. So better, good, great. So I
And
think
that
there'll be
and
they'll,
that's the natural progression you want. You want from your first game to your 12th game, you want to see a progression. You always want to get a little bit better each and every week, each and every game. Make sure you make the necessary minor adjustments to keep moving forward and keep wanting to get going 1-1 each and every week. But understand, I want everybody to understand that this year, remember what Sankey did? He took away that second bye. We have our first 4 games and our first bye. After that, we have 8 SEC conference games back to back to back. This is where the depth, competitive depth, is going to come in and allow us to navigate and rule that area.
But that won't. But that won't affect just Oklahoma.
No, 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 no,
That's going
no,
to
no.
affect everybody.
Everybody.
But for some reason, it seems to trickle down to Norman that it's going to affect them more.
That's why I'm concurring with you. That's why I get your frustration with the prediction of 7-5, because understand, we didn't even have an offense last year and we went 10-2. What gives you the notion that now all of a sudden we're going to go 7-5? If not now, if they would have said 9-3, 8-4, that's a little bit better, but 7-5? Okay, well, if you see that after a team goes 10-3 and made the playoffs, okay, it's going to be that much of a drop off from 1 year to the next, and we're getting better, and we're getting people that have more experience, and then we're gathering along key pieces that's now been added, and we're supposed to get better.
Hold
Get
on.
worse.
Benji said, hold on. What did Benji say? Benji said, wait, who did Herman leave Sark at quarterback? Well, he left him Casey Thompson, who has started 10 games, passed for 2,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He had Hudson Card, started 2 games. No, 2 games, threw for 509 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Don't sound bad to me. You ain't got to do what BB did. Had to go find your quarterback.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Benji.
Had to go find a
Yeah,
quarterback.
I'm so glad. Coach Rick, say that again for Benji in the back
What?
and on the side. That what he was left compared to what we were left
You were
with
left two.
BB.
You were left 2 proven quarterbacks. I mean, one threw for over 2,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and then one played 2 games, threw for 590 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. That ain't bad to
Okay,
me.
ain't bad to me. Check this out.
You ain't.
If we didn't, if it would have been 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, we would not have gotten our quarterback. And believe me, he was the only quarterback, once we come to realize, on staff that was able to manage and to thrive in a enough experience in a game.
Well, we gotta look at it like this. Look at Arch Manning's first game against an SEC. If we want to try to compare with John Mateer's first game, he said John had zero. He had zero clue about SEC defenses. Now he has experience, and which got you. I got what you're saying. Sooner for life. But Benji said something different. Benji said, "Let me get it, because I don't want to lie on nobody." Oh no, he didn't say that. My bad. I'm saying this. If you look at what Arch Manning did his first year
Right.
in the SEC, it's pretty much similar. You can't go from playing in the Big 12 and shining, and then go to the SEC and just feel like, oh, I have 4,000 yards in the Big 10, in the Big 12. I'm gonna have at least 3,500 in the SEC. It don't work that way, because now bump and run comes, bigger athletic wide receivers, bigger athletic D backs, bigger athletic defensive ends. Everything's different. It's more physical. Those times that you had 10 seconds in the Big 12, now you got 4 seconds in the SEC. There's a big difference.
And,
So
and go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Coach. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
you
what I
good?
was going to add, just think about it. How important is now your your defensive line, where now you can rush the passer with 4 and drop the rest? Are you kidding me? If I get home with 4, do you know how now that quarterback's clock speeds up because they realize that a line that has 5 cannot contain 4. That's a bad defense. Shut your mouth.
Well, here's the thing, man, I'm reading the comments and everybody talking about BV if he loses for Texas third year. Then I'm hearing if he doesn't do this and don't make the CFP. I want everybody, man, to really, really take heed to what I'm about to say. Okay, when you show me a great product, I'm gonna let you see, man. When you show me a great product while you are struggling, when you have something physically wrong with you, everybody saw firsthand that offensive line was not good last year, and they still got to the CFP. We keep saying, what if that offensive line does this? What if the offensive line does that? One thing that we know is true: every year you get better. Every year you get better. If you do the same repetition every single time, you get better at it. The more you do it, the more you do it, the more you do it, the better you get. Oklahoma has heard all this shit about the offensive line. Now we got tight ends, and we don't have H backs, we don't have hybrid running backs playing tight end. We have tight ends, 260, 270, 6'8", 6'6", 6'5". We got tight ends, and now they want to block. They want to block, not need to block. They want to block, and you got an offensive mind coach that nobody's talking about this. This will be the first time that BV has had an offensive coordinator for 2 years, other than Levy. This is the first time he'll had the same offensive coordinator for 2 years. That lesson that he learned last year, going up by 17 to Alabama and losing that game, you don't think Kevin Wilson has gotten in his ear and they dissected that damn footage to say, this is what you did wrong, this is what you should have done, this is what we needed to do. Oklahoma is going to be a more proven, a more effective team this year, I think. Just my opinion. I've watched a lot of footage, man, from those games last year, and a lot of the mishaps were self-inflicted. Not
Mm,
not the
hmm
not the defense caused it. It was self-inflicted. I would probably say about 50% was self-inflicted.
I
I'm not gonna say the defense was that bad. The defense was good on some of these teams, but you can't help good teams out. When you
thank you.
do, you shoot yourself in the foot when you help good teams out. What I mean by that is fourth down, third down, and you got a blitz on the quarterback, and he's about to be sacked, but the defensive back is holding the guy, running. The ball can't even make it to him, and they get a personal foul. Or you're running out of bounds. You hit a guy, boom, bullshitting and everything. You give him a 15-yard penalty. So it's just a little bitty self-inflicted injuries and self-inflicted penalties that cost OU a lot of games. If we go back and think about it, Oklahoma led every team they played in penalties.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, when you're aggressive and you are a physical team, that goes along with it. Sometimes you play with an edge. Sometimes you are, you want to assert your dominance. I get that. I get that. But it costs you at what cost to assert your dominance? Do you want to go out there and get a penalty? Do you want to go out there and do this? So,
And then let me add a caveat to what Coach and piggyback off of Coach. Also, I'm gonna reiterate what he said earlier. When you when your quarterback get out of the cup and you glaze what we call glaze, where you have a tendency to go to one side or another, you all of a sudden make your offensive lineman hold because he was pushing to the outside. All of a sudden, this this player switches direction, and next thing you know, out of his quarterbacks over there, what's the first tendency our O linemen end up doing? Is holding, because you're trying to give an extra minute. But if he steps up into the pocket and not runs out of the pocket, slides away from the pocket, then a lot of those plays we can have greater percentage on. But we got to be, as every football player, they have to be smarter and understand the game a lot greater, and just be a student of film study. Be a film junkie and understand what they're trying to do, how they're trying to pressure you, and have in your mind a set routine to answer that adjustment.
Okay, Benji, you said Arch's first game in the SEC was in 24, and he carved up Mississippi State. Mississippi State. And John Material's first game was Auburn in the SEC, and he won that game for them and everything. So that's a wash. But are you comparing Auburn with Mississippi State? This is what I'm saying. Arch is a good quarterback. I'm not downing him. I'm just trying to say is that when you come in, you're not going to be, if let's say like this, you just 5-star quarterback in high school, and then you come in the SEC and play football as a quarterback. You're not those things you did in high school. I dare you try to do them in the SEC.
You ain't lying. Different animal.
You're gonna be
It's
on
a
the
different
sideline.
animal.
You're gonna be on the sideline with a walking boot, drinking a Capri Sun. It's a different animal. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the same way Arch struggled, and y'all was calling for his job, and y'all was calling for him to get benched and all that, because it was out there. Don't play dumb like Arch didn't go through this shit. Arch went to this shit last year when they wanted to bench his ass because he was terrible. John Material went through the same thing. So let's not act like Arch is just great. His last name is it. That's why they love his ass. His last name. He ain't really done shit, to be honest. So let's not go there. All I'm saying is, for a young quarterback to come in the SEC, it's hard to go into these games day in and day out, week after week, playing these great defenses. You got to be not just physically prepared, mentally prepared for those games. And I think Oklahoma's going to be a little bit better because the offensive line is going to be a little bit better as well. You had freshmen starting last year who were guarding and trying to protect against grown-ass men.
They were drinking through a fire hose last
They
year.
were playing. They were playing boys a few months ago. Now they're playing grown-ass men, who, by the way, are getting paid. That's another incentive. They're getting paid to inflict pain on the offensive players. So there's another incentive. And I love this debate, man. I love the debate, man, about Arch, about Georgia, and Texas going to beat Georgia when they do this. And I love all this. I really do. Because this is what football is all about. Being subjective. My team's going to beat your team. My team's going to do this. My team's going to do that. I get all that, man. But sometimes, man, scientific facts have to play a role somehow, some way. And when you lead the NCAA in tackles for loss, and you bring back 80% of the defense that did that, and then you bring back one key part of that, which is Owen Heineke as well. So now you brought back 86% of your defense. This defense is going to be a little bit more nastier, a little bit more knowledgeable. They've already seen everything from teams that they're going to play again. Now, teams like Mississippi State, teams like Kentucky, teams like Florida, they haven't seen them guys. And even Georgia, they haven't seen them. But I'm pretty sure that Kentucky's offense won't be as good as Texas. It won't be as good as Michigan's. It won't. Don't get me wrong and everything. Will Stein's a great offensive mind. Don't get me wrong. It takes time for him to get his players in to Kentucky, his quarterback in to Kentucky, and ball out like he did in Oregon. I get that. I don't think that Mississippi State is really going to be that. Levy has a ceiling that he always seems to hit. Lebby will ball out against Texas on the cusp of beating them and everything, man, and everybody's happy. And then next week he'll lose to South Carolina. So anyway, all for everybody else. Ah, boy, these comments are still coming in. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna start letting these emails. I mean, hold on. We got three more. Bishop, let's get these three questions out the way, and then we'll tackle these comments. The last one is they got three more. Three more. Oh, we got four more. What's up? What's up, my guy? This is Tony Jones from Orlando, Florida. I met that name sounds familiar. I met you guys when we were on vacation, when you was on vacation with your family. I wanted to say that was the best conversation I had about football. But my question to you is what game on the 2026 schedule is the biggest challenge for Oklahoma? Gotta say Georgia.
Um,
Biggest challenge?
biggest challenge. When I
You
say biggest
you
challenge,
you better say
uh,
Georgia. You better say.
no, I was gonna say Georgia. I was gonna say the game after the OU Texas game to try to get the emotions back up after such a that game has always been pivotal in our gameplay of making sure that we win that next one. And there's been times we come out flat, but Georgia as well. But I'm talking like a trap game because Georgia's not a trap game. But I'm thinking right after the OU Texas game, that next opponent, do we have that same energy that we came into the Cotton Bowl for all of our opponents thereafter? But Georgia's a good one, but I just feel that this year, if we can go 5-1 in the first half, it'll vote well for the rest of the season.
See, this is what I like. This is what I like. Stuff like this that I can dissect and then I can talk about. This gets me going. If every year teams got better, why has BV going 5-7, 10 wins, 5-7, 10 wins? Well, first of all, he never went 5-7. That's one thing. 6-6 is different than five.
Yeah.
All right. 5-7. Let's break down to 6-6. The first year, or the last year when he was going in the SEC in the Big Ten, and excuse me, in the Big 12, I don't even count that damn year because they robbed him of so many games because they wanted him and Texas ass gone. I don't worry about that game. Plus, Lincoln took every damn thing, so I don't care about that game. The 10 wins, you know about that when we beat you guys and went on and we did some crazy shit and everything. So the other one, 6-6, you let me lose offensive line players and my six top receivers and see how good I be. Let me lose. Okay, how about this? You guys lose Cam. You guys lose all your top receivers, and you got to go get people to come in and catch the ball for Arch Manning. How many games are y'all gonna win? Y'all won't win six. That's how hard it was and everything, BG. And like I said, I don't think nobody really knows how internal it was. The first 6-6, it was hard on BB and everything, man. Cause he had to replace every damn thing, everything. So I get it, man. Like I said, it's bulletin board material. It's just talking. I get it. You hate Oklahoma, we hate Texas. It's gonna always be a love-hate relationship. Always.
I can guarantee we're going to show up in the Cotton Bowl with phone booth mentality.
I
I
don't
can
even say that,
guarantee him
Bishop, no
that.
more. Bishop, I don't even say that no more. I really don't even say it no more. I just say whenever Oklahoma does play up and play good, they always beat Texas.
Okay.
Yes. Whenever Oklahoma shows up and their quarterback's good, they always win. Every single time. Defense is going to be defense. Defense is going to be always. But here's my biggest question, and it's a question that a buddy of mine who is a Texas fan has asked me. What are they going to do when Arch leaves?
Supposedly they got a Raja. That one Texas quarterback that'll be behind. Other than that, I really don't know. And ask me, do I care?
I'm just saying, man. Yeah, he's bigger this year. Uh, well, everybody knows that, man. Like, look, everybody knows that Kevin Wilson's gonna have his print on this offense. Everybody knows that. Even he knows that. You don't get a bump in pay or a raise, and still don't call shit. You get a bump and raise because now I get to flex my chest. I get to say some things, and we're gonna ball out. Y'all keep forgetting this guy led the best offense in was it '08? Scored 6 straight games of 60 points. 6 straight games, 60 points. So if we can get a little bit of that, if Oklahoma can average 30, it's a wrap. Just my thought. Just my thought, guys. Just my thought. So, anyway, great question, man. Great question. Who did you say, Bishop, as your toughest challenge?
Uh, I give it. I think it's gonna be Florida in Florida.
Really? Okay.
Like I told you, I feel that the first. I feel that we'll going into the Cotton Bowl will be undefeated. That's just the way I see it. Now they still got to go do it, but with what we got coming back and plus the coaches that we added and the players we added,
Okay.
and another year of experience, I just feel that. But that's my own opinion.
Okay. Uh, Next question. What's up, Coach Ricks and Bishop and whoever else is on the panel? My question for you guys is simple. Who will emerge as Oklahoma's featured running back, and can they find a consistent running attack?
Feature running back. Well, to me, I would say extra like 60, and then Tory Baylock 40
Okay.
in some games, and opposite in other games, depending on what type of scheme and what are you going against.
Hmm.
With a sprinkle of some of the other backs, because
I'm
you
gonna
go ahead.
I'm gonna say X Rob and Avant, man. I'm a big believer in Avant.
Oh, really?
I'm a
Oh, I
big
keep
believer in
thinking.
Avant,
My
man.
bad. No
Dude,
disrespect, Avant.
hey,
He's the
dude.
X factor there.
Look, man, that kid, man, is okay. I'm just saying, man, that he runs hard, man. He runs with no fear. That's what you want out of a running back, to run with no fear. And he hits the holes. Ain't no tiptoeing, ain't no dancing. He hits the hole. And I always, I had a coach that had this motto. I had an offensive line guy that always kept saying, Coach, he's running up my back and he's putting his helmet in my back. You know what my offensive line coach said? Get your ass out the way.
Right.
Get your ass.
But better yet, do your job and lay your pancake your guy. He won't go up your back.
Yeah. Well, he said, get your ass out the way. He said, it is supposed to be a run technique. Why are you sitting there trying to hold a damn guy? You run through his ass and get him out the way. Or you chop block his ass. We're not sitting up here damn dancing.
There you go.
And
Enough
but
said.
look, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I said, I'm like you, man. This week, man, starts spring practice and everything, man. Do people realize we are we are now under a month for the first game? First NFL, first NCAA game.
Yeah. Is that week 0?
Week 0. I think it's the 31st. Let me see.
Wow.
First. Let
And
me see
then
the
we
first.
played the 4th
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
on that Friday.
First.
Right.
Let me see. Let me see. The first game is yes. First game is August 29th, week 0, North Carolina versus TCU.
And they're overseas, over
Yes,
in another.
they're playing at Dublin, Ireland.
Right.
But it's just football, man. Like I said, so we got 27 days before the first football game, dog. That's under 3 weeks.
And then 4 weeks
No,
for
four
us.
4 weeks. 4 weeks. My bad. 4 weeks. Well,
Yeah.
getting my math wrong, boy. Gonna get me up here. Amy gonna be like, "What are you talking about? 3 weeks." All right, the Georgia game is going to be like Saban talking, taking on Tebow, and I don't know, man. Look, the one thing that I love about Oklahoma, we don't got to play Alabama, we don't got to play Tennessee. Two good teams that we ain't got to play. We substitute those teams for Georgia and I would say Florida. Because Mississippi, I mean, look, I still don't believe in Mississippi State, man. Until Lebby, look, Lebby always, what defense did he really dominate against last year?
I
I mean,
Coach Rick.
What defense was real good? That I mean, in the comments, guys, help me out. What
Right.
defense did Lebby go up against that was real good last year that he put points on? Benji, y'all should say your name. Because he was texting Texas ass at first.
Mississippi State had them.
Who they played last year that had a great defense
Oh, great defense.
That Lebby just went out there and just torched them.
No, I wouldn't say that. Uh,
So when I say if you say that now you're going up against the number one defense in the SEC, you're not going to score 40. You're not going to score 40 points on Oklahoma if you're Lebby. So I don't know. Yeah, we got Georgia. We got Georgia and A&M instead. Hey, that's a damn look. I and this is just me, cause Tennessee gave Georgia as hell last year. They scored the first five position. I mean the first five possessions against Georgia, and I ain't never seen that.
right.
So I'm happy to replace Texas A&M with Tennessee or Alabama because Texas A&M got a good coach, but they ain't got no great offense that's going to score like Tennessee. Tennessee, man, got an offense, man. So anyway, last question, Bishop, and then we're going to get on to.
Okay.
I got another 15, 20 minutes. I can be on here. I have to
Yeah, same here.
be up early in the morning. All right. It says, "What's up, gentlemen? Can the Sooners improve their red zone offense and turn field goals into touchdowns against top SEC opponents?"
Absolutely.
Even if you don't, you have an automatic field goal kicker.
Well, to me, that's the X factor is knowing that you have a field goal kicker that, let's just say his range is 55 on in. If you got someone that has a greater percentage of making those, your decision making is totally different once you get on the other side of the 50.
Well, yeah, but Oklahoma, look, as
Go ahead.
long as we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we should be guaranteed 3 points every position. Every possession, I'm sorry, every possession. We should be guaranteed 3 points. If we do it right and we don't self-inflict ourselves by penalties and stupid plays and all that
Right,
kind
right.
of stuff, because we
Absolutely.
were we were very undisciplined last year. I'm going to go ahead and say it. There were some times we were doing cheap shots and all that, which I don't understand why. You allow teams to prolong that offense. You're on cloud nine. You got them off the field, and then you do something stupid to keep them on the field. Then they go score. That game against Ole Miss,
Yeah.
it,
Ooh.
it's not going to be the same no more. You messed up so many times, and you still came back and took the lead in that game, and then you gave it right back on stupid penalties. That well, I ain't gonna say botch punt. That fumble that Taker did and everything, man, on that punt return,
Yeah.
it gave them points.
Yeah.
It gave them points.
But we did some stupid penalties out of bounds and this type of stuff that's more mentally being clued in that they're trying to push your buttons because they're trying to gain an advantage, and we can't accept that invitation. We got to deny it.
Somebody's gonna have to say it on the sideline, gentlemen. If we don't stop self-inflicting ourselves, we are never going to get over that hump. Just being honest.
But I will say this: these are young men and coaches. Y'all got a nucleus that a national championship mindset is brewing only if you do the work. Once again, the caveat is you got to do the work.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes, sir. I definitely agree with that. But some point in time, Bishop, there has to be a field general to keep everybody ass in check. And what I mean by that is this.
Go ahead.
I used to be a person that I don't know why God built me this way or made me this way, but whenever on the field, I will always be like on fourth down, hey, watch the fake punt. Watch the fake punt. Let's not just go blitz and run out. I mean, I'm calling out. So if they are gonna fake it, you ain't doing it right now because I'll be looking for it. Or if it's something like, hey, it's third and 15. Hey, watch for the screen pass. Watch for the screen. I'm calling out, and it might not be anything like that. I'm trying to get my defense to always play with an edge, react to anything.
And
Somebody on that defense has to be
yeah,
like that, Bishop.
yeah, and then what I was gonna put in there and piggyback. And if you see on a punt that you're almost to the end of the line on one side and the other side is longer, watch for the punt run, fake punt run. Come on, you guys. You got those are type of stuff you got to. That's where the film study and understanding the game. If they got unbalanced to the left, but you see where they set up is all of their blocking is set up to where they outnumber you on one side, they're gonna run. They're running a fake punt of some sort. Be prepared and
There you
be clued in.
there you go, Jimmy. Play with your head on a swivel. Yes.
There you go. Thank you,
But
Jimmy. Already got my back. You know, I'm in that. Oh boy, I'm in that zone. I'm ready to. Ooh, because I
here's
see
the
the
thing.
potential.
Here's the thing. BB never does that and everything. But here's the thing. If you are asinine to use the same signals, and I pick up on it because everybody tried to find an edge.
Right.
On the movie The Safety, how the running back used to tug on his jersey before he runs the ball and everything, they picked up on that.
Yeah, they did.
There are certain tendencies that some people have, and Lane is one of them. If you ever notice that Lane tugs on his visor whenever he does a screen pass, Bishop, go check it out. Go check it out, Bishop.
I
Or
will.
you
I
ever
will.
notice and everything that he switches the clipboard from one hand to another hand and everything whenever that he decides to do a trick play? Go check it out. There are certain tendencies that some coaches have. All right, Benji, man, have a good one, man. Hey, Benji,
Hey,
man,
salute.
I'm gonna be honest, Benji. I love when you come in the show, man. Like I said, we love to go back and forth, man. But
Yeah, we know you're gonna give it to us.
you are a fan of the show and everything, man. And like I said, if you wouldn't be in here, it wouldn't be the same, man. So
Absolutely.
I'm never gonna say hook 'em. I'm always gonna say beat them. I'm never gonna say hook them. I'm always gonna say
Salute,
beat them,
man.
man. But have a good night, my brother, and I will catch you on the next show. Bishop, man,
Yes, sir.
look, uh, we were going to start Maniac Monday tomorrow, but
Uh-huh.
we're going to start it next Monday because I have to go out of town for three
Okay.
days.
Okay.
And I was trying to, I thought I sent Mike an invite to the podcast tonight, but I guess he's busy because he asked me what time I'm going on the show. But we're going to start Maniac Monday next Monday and everything,
And
man. So
Bogey, I know you out there. Hey, Unc is watching, and I like what I see. Keep doing your thing.
what's going on, Kim? What's going on, Kim Hurst? What's going on, Ben G?
Tim Hurst,
Jesse's in the room. Sooner for Life. Jimmy Satterfield. My guns. Who else is in here, man?
J Dub in the
J Dub
house.
does. Hey, man, look. Before we get up out of here, man, I want everybody to say I thank you guys, man, so much and everything, man. The podcast, I
Yeah.
got a silver award for the podcast Wednesday. Uh, for most views and everything on the podcast and everything, which shocked me because I don't know what that. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what that is, but I just got a silver award for something from YouTube. So my thing is, man, is you don't get the chance to watch the podcast, man, please jump on Facebook or YouTube or any social media outlet, man, and check the show out. I really appreciate it because now we're not going to skip no more shows. We're going to start putting these out and everything whenever we're supposed to. When we do Sunday conversations, coach to coach, we're going to be here. When we do Maniac Monday, if I'm not here, Mike's here. We're going to always keep this going, man, because I want this to start growing. We're going to develop another show called Saturday's Pick Selection, and we're going to have me, Bishop, Kyle, Mike the Legend, Dwayne, and TP. We're all going to be on the podcast. Seatbelt, if you want to jump in, man, my guy, jump in. Lemon, if you want to jump in, let me know.
Yeah, what up, Lemon?
What we're gonna do is this. I told my wife what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna get a clipboard and put it right behind me, a pegboard. We're gonna keep records of we're gonna pick 7 games every week. 7 games.
Okay.
Whoever wins the most games, the wife gave me the okay. Whoever wins the most games wins 2 CFP tickets to an Oklahoma ball game if Oklahoma makes it. So that's what the thing's going to be, and what we're going to do and everything, man, is and if you guys want to jump in the comments, if you start, I'm gonna try to keep as many records as I can. What we're gonna do and everything, man, is that every one you get right for the comments, so people in the comments on the podcast, what we're gonna do and everything, man, we're gonna start giving out merch. We're gonna start giving out either a coaches talk hat. I'm gonna give you either a shirt or a hoodie, whatever y'all want, and everything is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna try to do something different this year, man, because I want this channel to grow, and I think it's going in the right direction and everything, man. So
Yeah.
uh,
And
that's what I got.
I'm a 3X now. So hold my size down, bruh.
Oh yes,
Hold my size. Look, I done lost 2 sizes. I'm ready now.
hey,
I'm trying to say
hey,
I'm ready.
oh, hey,
I'm
that's
ready.
what's up, man. Hey, that's
Well,
what's up,
that's what's
man.
up. What's up? But hey, look, if nothing else, the talking season is over, family. It's time to put work in, belt to ass.
Yes, yes, exactly.
And I
So
did say ass because it was an ass in the Bible, belt to ass.
yeah, hey man, everybody, man, hit the like button, man. Hey, but also, man, send good wishes to Dwayne, man. Dwayne is under the weather right now.
Yeah,
He's watching the podcast though. He said that he'll be watching, but just try to give him some love and everything, man.
for sure.
TP, I think TP is either somewhere playing golf. I think he's somewhere playing golf and everything. I haven't talked to him in a few days, and whenever he don't talk to TP, he's playing golf somewhere. Hey Kim,
S-O-L?
hey, whoever wants to jump on, let me know before selection. It's gonna be called Selection Saturday, and what we're gonna do and everything, man.
S-O-L.
We're gonna
Put in.
choose we're gonna choose 7 games, and you can say, "Hey, coach, put me in." I'll put that person name in, and what I'll do is I'll keep record, and then and on Saturday, on Sunday conversations, we'll have the records displayed on the screen so everybody know everybody's record.
Kim Hurst. Kim
And
Hurst
we'll
once in.
okay. Wait, I'm gonna write that name down. Kim Hurst once in, and like I said, I'm gonna have a list. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a poll and a
Okay.
question to where people can start putting their names in on, and
Okay.
I keep it in my notes to where I can do that and everything, man. So trust me, man. I'm definitely gonna do this because it's been brewing for a while. I'm trying to get this stuff growing, but I'm very, very busy. But at the same point in time, I'm never too busy to do this. So,
Right.
but in closing, uh, 4 weeks, guys, 4 weeks, and we will be watching football. Hopefully, and everything, man, we'll be watching football, man, behind us and everything. Where me and Bishop can break down some footage. Bishop, I got the buddy of mine that has been editing our videos and things like that. So
Right.
he's going to. He said that he has a program that we can use to break down footage, and what he will do is edit it for us and put it on a video.
Okay.
So all we got to do is send him a video of us breaking down footage on a game, and he will edit it for us and put it out there on our podcast.
And make sure we go through the proper channel to make sure it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh no, he's on top of that.
Okay. That's
He's
all.
on top of that. On top of
Then
that.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I just don't want anything stopping us.
Hey guys, come back in. Hey, when we do that, we'll start week zero. We will start
Oh,
week zero, and we will
uh,
go all the way till selection Sunday, or selection Saturday, or whatever day it is.
right.
And then that day, whoever has the best regular season record will get this. If Oklahoma goes to a CFP, which I believe they will, you will win two free tickets. Two free tickets.
Uh,
So,
I know Sooner in Texas wants to be. Do me a favor. Is B Newkirk Jr. at gmail.com. Everybody send who wants to be in, so that way we don't miss nobody.
no, I'm
Because
gonna do it
it's
like this.
hard to.
Here we go. Here we go. Just do it like this.
Are you gonna
I'm
put
gonna
your
do
okay?
it.
I
Yeah.
just want to make sure we don't miss nobody. If they want to be in, you got to be in now.
This is the email that if you
There
want
you
to
go.
get in, that if you want to get in and everything. So Coach Ricks 101 at gmail.com. That
There you
is
go.
the podcast email where all the questions come in. So if you guys want to get in, just put me in, just
And
put your name down there. I'll
and
add you
what
to the
was that
list.
again, Coach Ricks? I didn't quite catch that.
What?
What was the email again?
Coach Ricks 101 at gmail.com.
There you go.
Simple. I
There
made
you
it
go.
real simple. 101. A coaching 101 is the basic thing. So Coach Ricks, all lowercase, all lowercase. It doesn't really matter. Gmail will accept it if it's high case. Coach Ricks 101 at gmail.com. Put your put your name in there. You ain't gotta give me your email. Just put your name in there and says in. All you gotta say. Let's say Jimmy Satterfield writes in, say Jimmy Satterfield says Jimmy Satterfield in. I know Jimmy's in. I'll add him to the list. I want to get the 6 guys that's on the podcast, and then I'm going to get the first 20. The first 20 people that email me, I'm going to get them in.
Hey, included Jay Coop,
Yeah.
Brinsky, Coach Al, Piano Man,
Hey,
any and everybody. Hey, first 20.
there you go. First
And,
20,
and
man.
once again, just for the people in the back, what was that email again?
Coach Ricks 101 at gmail.com. That's easy as can be. Thank you, my man. Hey, gentlemen, it was a great show, man. We've been on for 125, but I
Yeah,
got to get
yeah.
off here, man, and get ready to go to work tomorrow. Busy day, UPS, that old saying, what has Brown done for you? Well, it makes my butt get up at 4 in the morning. So I'm about to get ready to go take a slobber knocking coming. Love the show, fellas. Everyone have a great week, Bishop. 26 peeps in one show. Oh yeah, man. He said 26 peeps. Hey, If we can get more, hey, I'm never gonna turn down more people.
I think
But
we could do 10, but I don't know how the quality and the sound will come through, right?
well, no, what it is, no, what it ain't just one show. What I'm gonna do is they're gonna be in the comments. I'm just gonna have their names on the clipboard,
On the
along,
clipboard.
along. So
I'm glad you specify that.
it's
Okay.
gonna be 26 names, not 26 people on the show, 26 people on the list. And if that person does not come to Saturday's selection, you
Uh-huh.
can still email me. You can email you can email me and I'll know your picks. But the picks have to be in to me before the first ball game
Okay.
because I don't want nobody to email me talking about, oh yeah, I emailed but you didn't get it, and then it's all they got all seven right. That ain't gonna work. The emails have to be in to me before the first game that you picked is played. How about that?
How about, well, week 0? Have to be in by week 0.
Well, we don't. So you want to try to
Uh,
put the seven every week out already?
when is week 0?
The 30th,
Well,
the
are we going
29th.
to include week 0? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, then go with what Coach Rick said. I didn't know if we included week 0.
Well, let me. I'll. They can ask me. They can comment. Do you
Yeah, yeah,
guys
yeah.
want to have me and Bishop and everybody? Because we don't want to do it ahead of time. Because someone might get
Right,
hurt. A team
right,
might get penalized. A coach might
right,
quit,
right.
and then they're stuck. So I want to do it week by week. So
No,
what
well,
we're
that's
going to
what I want to do. But I was saying for everybody to put their names in, I wanted a certain day that will stop accepting names.
Okay. We'll make sure the games are late games. It won't be no 11 o'clock games and all that. So I want to make sure the emails get to me in time so I can put your name down with
Okay.
your selection. But anyway, you guys have a blessed
All
night,
right.
man. Have a great weekend, man. I'm still trying to lose some of this weight, man. I'm down right now, man, from 235, man, to 220. So I'm trying to get down a little bit more and everything. I want to get back to 205. So, oh, Jimmy says week to week is good with him. Then week to week it
Yeah.
is. Then
Yeah.
we got
Because
it.
we're going to already, Coach, just real quick, we're
Yes,
going to
sir.
already have the 26 names. And
Yeah,
then probably that Thursday, do we do a Thursday show?
we no, we'll no. We're gonna remember we do a Monday show, then we'll do a Sunday show, and then we'll do a Saturday show. So the Saturday show
Right.
we'll do every Saturday show at
Okay.
8 a.m. 8 a.m. on Saturday morning.
So then 8 a.m. Saturday morning. So then by 7 a.m. Saturday morning, everybody got to have their picks in.
Well, this is what we'll do, Bishop. Hold on. We're gonna have the show at 8.
Uh-huh.
We're going to end the show at 9. All
Okay.
selections got to be in because first game's gonna be about 11 a.m. So all selections got to be in to me before that first 11 a.m. game. So you'll have 2 hours. So you'll have actually 3 hours to get the selections in. From 8 to 9, you can give them to me. From 9 to 10, you can give them to me. From 10 to
Uh-huh.
11, before that first game is snapped, the picks got to be in.
All right. So family, you got that. I did that for you guys because I know somebody's going to be, I need to hear that. Everybody heard that. Um, and we got a system because I don't, hey, when I try to do this thing, I don't want no crying.
Oh no, it's gonna be good, man. Like I said, we're not gonna be,
I'm messing. I'm just messing around. I see.
All right, my man. I got to get
S4L.
ready to
All right,
go. My
man.
wife, Amy, looking at me. Hey, bless you guys, man.
Thank you, Amy.
Have a great night. Have a great weekend, man. Be
Salute,
blessed.
everybody.
Coach Rick's out, man. You guys were great, man. Peace, love, hair grease, like my man used to say. Take care of yourself. Peace.